Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 2, Inferno. The Bad News Bears, no stranger to this one. They played it up against M80 in their last series, and they lost it 12-16. It was a very tightly contested affair. We did have Sonic, who really played well, 19 frags, and ADR, not as great, 69.6, but he was doing a lot of damage. Here we go into the action. Oh my goodness, 3 frags apiece already. Summy and Sonic up against Elk and Droid. The Bad News Bears, they want to end it here. They want a victory on Inferno so they can take this one 2-0 and claim their first win of the season.
Well, that pallet or the apps exit is not exactly the cleanest thing in the world, and they're being hemmed down. There's a nice headshot from Droid, and Summy now in a 1v2 against Elk and Droid. Glock at range, bomb on the lane. Can he get down on the cross? It's the first point of contact he needs to get by. They're actually going to rotate up through apps. That's a good rotation here from Team Rocket. But 3 kills plus bomb plant, more than enough for Bad News Bears to force up in the next round. Does somebody expect both coming in through halls? You should hear them now. They drop down, they try and converge, and they do so successfully. 10-second defuse, more than enough time. Bomb plant. That's where things get a little messy for Team Rocket. And looks like Elk's just having fun jumping around, not trying to think about what's happening next round, because BNB are 100% going to force here.
What? Okay, Elk just threw away the Glock because he wanted the default pistol back. Fair enough.
I think he's just having fun.
Maybe. 1-0 for Team Rocket, though. Bad News Bears did get the bomb plant, so they will probably have the better buy as a result, thanks to the economy and the situation, and not the situation, but the way it is rolling along right now in CSGO. It's probably going to be changed significantly in CS2 if we go to MR12, but that's neither here nor there. 2 Galils, 2 MAC-10s, and the Deagle for the Bad News Bears. Flashbang flies in. Sonic goes to Molotov. That's for balcony, I believe it, or excuse me, porch.
Good old porch molly.
Oh,
great
nice
nade damage down.
I think it's a
too.
molly as well.
Yeah, there's both. And nade kill onto Nyx. So there we go. All that utility damage working out well for Team Rocket. That's going to help them significantly against the Force. In comes the take utility. No smoke towards CT. This will get ugly. That's exactly why it gets ugly. Alef, a lot of damage plus 1 kill. R2-D2 trades him out. There's just Umar and Sonic left standing. MAC-10 and Galil. MAC-10 long range onto Emo, takes down R2-D2. Droid stuck a new box, but Elf's nade dunks on Umar. Up to Sonic now in a 1v3, making a none v3, because Nero's got the scout headshot, and Rocket are going up 2-0. You might as well chalk this one up to them as well, because it's just Glocks. And, well, I don't think we're going to see them lose to Glocks this round.
Probably not, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. We have had some dicey rounds so far here in the early goings of ECL, and, you know, they are going to upgrade past those Glocks. It's going to be a Deagle, 2 Tech 9s, P250, and Umar does stay with the Glocks. He's sitting at WP. Nero takes a shot with the scout. He's fully blinded and doesn't connect with anything. And he's just going to back off towards lane. 3 players at lane right now. Alef might peek around off that audio cue. Steps there, dips their toe into a Molotov. Here come the Bad News Bears. Oh, they have the check for Alef. They're not going to. He's got 1, 2, and almost a third. Umar gets taken out 37. Nick's manages to play one back. They do another one to make it interesting. Sonic catches R2-D2J off guard, but R2-D2J is good for it. And now Umar and Nyx, they're trying to go to the B site. It's actually just going to be Umar because Nyx got deleted by the M4 of Droid. Umar hightailing it over to the B site. Is he going to make it? No. Alef's MP9 finds him a third, and that will make it 3-0 in favor of Rocket. But here comes the full-on buyout from the Bad News Bears.
Here starts the real game.
Hmm.
But that's still a good start for Team Rocket. Now, can they outlast against the guns is the better question. Their buy's not great. Galil, Famas, MP9. But it could be worse. They do have the op for Nero as well, which is a nice boost. The AKs here for Bad News Bears need to be able to do their job too. The early utility damage has been favoring Team Rocket though, and that's, let's see if that continues. That nade doesn't do much. In fact, does nothing at all. And Sonic's tucked up very close to top mid bracket there. He had 2 in halls as well. so far, nothing really achieved for either side, just a little bit of poking and prodding. And not really anything unusual as far as map control is concerned this far into the half, or into the round.
Nero. Top banana gets flashed and misses the timing, even though Jonji gets taken down at 23 from a nade. And I mean, that's enough to force the Bad News Bears off of the B site. They've got an opportunity here to pinch into A with only 2 players there. They can smoke off Arch, and that will effectively isolate R2D2J and Nero. R2D2 wants to push up. Smoke comes out and just spams it. Almost takes down Umar. And now Elk is going to finish off somebody who was just trying to lurk in the apartments. Elk flashing out his teammates to try and support Aleph in the pit. It works, but the bomb already makes the site. And in fact, Aleph, exposed to Nyx, goes down. Trade comes through. Bomb is planted. Chaos right now. And Elk has a great spot. He's going to get one out. Nyx dropped another. Nyx is still standing. Oh my goodness. He has made it possible for Jonji to clutch this one out. But no, Nero with the op gets the last 2. 4-0 for Team Rocket.
4-0 Team Rocket, and a very staunch start on the CT side of Inferno, and they are a T-sided team historically here, John. 55.6% T win rate versus 46.6 on the defense. That's almost a 10-point difference. That's at 9 percentage points in favor of the T side versus the CT side. And for Bad News Bears, this is not a good start at all. They've barely gotten any kills. In fact, you add them all up, Nyx has as many kills as his entire team combined, and then add 1. They have 4, he has 5. And does it improve slightly here? No, Jonji does make it 5 across the board. Takes a lot of damage on that and pushes through with a Glock a little bit too aggressive, perhaps. But Bad News Bears are using Jonji to single-handedly fake out Team Rocket. They split it to a 2-2 defense. They have all things ready for an A pop. Summy and Halls. Rest of the squad working around towards Arch. Or do they want to run this? Ooh!
Summy. Aleph is going to get the trade afterwards. But 2 more from the Bad News Bears. Even though Droid manages to win the fight against Jonji, he's the last one standing. 22 HP. Grabs the op and says, see you later. I am not going back to that A site. Bad News Bears might want to hunt. They don't have much money, but they want to try at least. Already up alt mid is Nyx. Sonic. Gonna have the first peek down banana. Flashbang toss. Droid's gonna have to look away from it. Sonic gets the advantage to see the barrel of the gun. No, but he will go down as he comes around that corner. Thing is, the trade is right there. Great work from Nyx, who continues the great performance that he had over on Inferno.
Yeah,
Excuse me, over on Mirage. We're on Inferno right now.
I knew what you meant. I was about to be like, yeah, Nyx's been doing really good. And what is that in his hands? Why, Nyx? Why?
Nyx, you're hurting me, man. I just gave you compliments, and you're bringing out a P90.
You gotta take him back, John.
I might have to. He went, but he did go 35 and 25 on map number 1. The best player on the squad, 86.5 ADR and a 1.28 rating. The only player better than him in terms of ADR was Sonic, in fact, who had 27 frags and a 90.6 ADR. Jeez.
Well, this is a very slow start. And it might just speed up here and now. Droid's starting to chuck utility in. They know where he is, and the flashes keep him alive. R2D2 being the best support he possibly can. Lets Droid escape after doing significant damage to 1 and taking out Jonji to boot. Nyx is holding in Boiler with a P90. And there's steam coming out of my Boiler because that is not going to work out very well. Nero puts him down. The op in hand, and Bad News Bears 1 round looks to be standing on an island here.
Maybe. They still got 3 players left standing. Umar, he's got the op. They've got the space gained. The util as well. The smoke's going to come out for CT. It's effectively a 2v2 on the site proper. You do have Aleph coming in to support and a flashbang thrown by him. It doesn't really do anything, though. R2D2J and Amia Droid trying to set up a crossfire, and it's going to be R2D2 who gets the frag onto Umar, and now things are looking a little more hopeless, unless they go with a rotation, but with only 23 seconds left, he got this push up, and that will lead to their demise. Sonic gets one before the round is over. 5-1 in favor of Team Rocket, and you're right, Austin. That one win does stand on an island. It has been isolated.
That's not a good start for Bad News Bears, and while they overcame a 5-round deficit to kick off Mirage, Inferno does not seem to be having that same kind of a style. The Bad News Bears were having success even in the rounds they were losing on Mirage. Here on Inferno,
Oh,
they haven't done much at all. That's a nice nade, but can they actually get any more? Great counter Molotov. Aleph has that kill for free. Somebody was either burning alive or dead to bullets. Sonic takes damage as well. A lot of damage. He's trying to go get the gun that Aleph dropped. Jonji's Mac 10 opens it up, but does he expect the second player? Surely not. Elk's here and hauls, and down go both. Elk's the nice little bait and switch.
that's beautiful. That's absolutely fantastic from Elk coming around that corner and catching both players off guard after the util comes out, realizing that one of them probably was still pulling their gun out, and it was beautiful timing. Also, that juicy nade to kick things off. I mean, you thought the Bad News Bears, having found it, would have had a better result here, but no. Team Rocket, two-man edge once more. Sonic's going to toss that Molotov. Now they know he's at Boiler. And Umar supports Sonic. Spots up the pit player. Sees that someone's up close. So he's got the information. And Umar, let's not forget, he clutched a 1v4 earlier over on Mirage. He's no stranger to winning against all odds. They could slip to B, and it would be the right play.
Will they get by Nero, though? Because that's the op holding from sight back on U-Box. It's a very tough position to get through, and he got the Colat to end it all.
No.
The spacing was a prime example of what not to do.
That left a lot to be desired.
Yeah. For all you future pros watching this one, spread out a little bit more.
Yes, make sure you're not lined up and right behind your opponent. Or should you say your teammate?
Yeah.
Because then your opponent will get a Colat op frag. Nice shot from Nero. He gets 2 for 1. 6-1 in favor of Team Rocket, and the Bad News Bears. Well, now they're going to have to be on pistols only, but we have seen a lot of very spicy ecos from both sides, so don't count them out just yet. 2 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles, and the P250. Charge up mid. Not sure if it's a good idea. Nero misses the shot. It's the second one. Aleph supports. So far, no problem at all for Team Rocket. Nero could get overloaded, and he does, but it's Sonic who's the last one standing. Should be an easy clean, and it is. Droid takes him down 7-1. Dominant start for Team Rocket here. One thing I wanted to mention as well, Austin, is Team Rocket have played 5 maps on Inferno over the last 3 months. They got 3 wins. 2 losses plus 3 round differential. They have been very serviceable on this map, whereas the Bad News Bears, with this current iteration of their roster, have only played it once. And as mentioned, it was a loss up against M80. Maybe they felt like they could do something more here, and granted, they did have a nice little comeback against M80 in that series, so maybe we'll get more of that, but it looks like Team Rocket are the team that's far more comfortable here. And Jonji, my goodness, the cojones on this man, going out of mid with his knife out, and he managed to slip past the crosshair of Nero.
That's vintage Jonji right there, and he gets rewarded with a nice backstab onto Nero, who's blinded from the flash from Nyx, who actually gets a flash assist on 2. Both A players are moved. Aleph already here. Look at Jonji's position. Freebie, and does he expect the library player? No, he doesn't, but he's got his teammate there to back him up. Nyx will chime in, and Droid is stuck down towards under. He's not going to be able to get anything done from here. Bad News Bears, if they do not hunt, will end this one with a flawless victory. If they do hunt, maybe lose 1-2 players. It's not really worth the money right now, though. They do not have said money. So they just need to stay alive. That's the objective here for B&B. Second round on the board, though, is critical at this stage of the game. Oh, there you go. Sonic gets the last one. He might die to the bomb. We'll find out. There's the extra time added onto the round. Oh, he just about saves himself there. An attack pause from Rocket to figure something out here after one round lost? That's...
Well, I mean, it was a very dominant victory from the Bad News Bears, so maybe they want to talk things over and discuss what went wrong. I think there was a bit of a miscommunication because almost certainly Jonji was spotted. I mean, like, Nero was staring right at him, so I don't believe that there wasn't information given over that he could be at Moto, and then he makes it all the way to Moto. No one's looking there at all, so Jonji gets a free frag, and then they have to deal with the push coming up from lane. So,
I mean, would
yeah.
that not be on Nero himself, though, because he's the one who was staring at the box?
I mean, absolutely, it's on him to communicate that. I think it's just that somewhere along the way, I'm not saying it's his fault necessarily, but somewhere along the way in that chain, they lost track of the fact that someone needs to be watching Moto. That's it. Either way, good job by the Bad News Bears. Jonji in particular, I mean, he used that space so very well. And it just goes to show you, I mean, this was the case on Mirage as well. It doesn't matter how much momentum either team has. It just one round comes up and it looks like everything's changed, right? It looks like the other team, which whether it be the Bad News Bears or Rocket, come roaring back and the deficit means nothing. I mean, we're not there yet, of course, only the second round victory for the Bad News Bears, and we do have a technical pause coming through. But yeah, what is this pause for?
I don't see anything about it yet. Not sure what the pause is for. It could be a bathroom break. It could be somebody having lag or mouse died or spilled water on the keyboard. You know how it be. There's a whole host of issues this could pertain to, or it could just be Rocket taking their time. You never know. I mean, they did call back-to-back techs, so that leads me to believe that there was something they thought could be fixed quickly, and then they ended up having to call a tech for. But Jonji taking space is a very, very common thing on Inferno. A lot of times in the past, you'd see him taking a lot of the banana control. That started to get hard countered because everybody in North America knew what Jonji would do on banana. And if he can do it on both banana and arches, how much do you have to dedicate to one man alone taking space? And how much space does that open up for the rest of the team?
That's a really valid point, right? The fact that Jonji usually was just pushing up banana every single time. But if he can throw into the mix that push right up the middle in towards arch side or lane, whichever he decides to choose, it's really, really powerful because then they can't just focus all their efforts and saying, well, we deny Jonji at banana, that's it. I think it was an important change to his game. I didn't want to see him stop being aggressive because he's one of the best players at it at the ECL level anyway. So I was kind of hoping that he would find a way to adapt and elevate his game, and it feels like that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, I'd agree. That's something he's been working on for a while, is adding more aggression, more different spots of aggression to his game. And it's good to see that. I also like seeing him branch out and try the in-game leading role. Technical pause has been removed. And so we get back into the action here. MP9, Double Famas, Op, and M4. No utility whatsoever for R2-D2. Doesn't even have his little grasper arm. Famas. Bit unlucky there, perhaps, in the way the economic cookie crumbled. But Bad News Bears now have the opportunity to close this gap very quickly. A win here puts Team Rocket potentially on a double eco. That's a chunky nade on the droid to start this off. R2-D2 going up top. Jonji running it up towards Car, taking all the damage. Sonic running around. A lot of space taken by Bad News Bears, but no contact yet as Rocket are content to sit back, relax, and wait this one out.
Yeah, why not? You're up 7-2. No reason to force the issue, especially considering they have an MP9 and 2 Famasas in the mix here. Droid gets spotted out. Or maybe that was just spam. Yeah, that was just spam through the smoke. Jonji catches off Aleph. He went for the peek at the wrong time. In fact, it was his teammate trying to flash him out, and he gets fully blinded by it. Just a timing issue there. And no, Droid burns alive in the smoke. Just a bunch of miscues here for Team Rocket. Bad News Bears taking the B site for free. I mean, that was just an unfortunate sequence of events. As Elk R2D2 and Nero are all the way on A. They don't have the money and they don't have the time. They are going to save the guns.
Save the guns here. That's what they got to do. It avoids that eco situation, which is imperative.
The hunt is on, though.
It is. It's a good hunt, too. You want to take these guns out of their hands if you are Bad News Bears. They do have a Molotov. A couple of them actually. One to clear out big, one to clear out mini. Surely, yep, there's one for R2D2. In comes Sonic! Punishes that. One more gun removed. Not a second, but still. 2 is far worse than 3. And now there's not going to be an investment around these. Surely it's just going to be the Op and the FAMAS to try and do what it can.
Yeah, last one was 2,400. It will be 3K in the next round. Or excuse me, 2,900 in the next round. So probably, yeah, they're just going to stick with what they've got, and that's exactly what happens. A couple of pieces of util there for Droid, the Incendiary and the Flashbang, and Elk had already some util from that previous round. So we'll see how it goes, but as it stands, the Bad News Bears are chalking up a couple of rounds in a row. Summy pushing out the car. He is not even spotted. He passed the information gain. And look at that, Jonji gets in on a flank up against R2D2 because he was turned around the other way trying to deal. He had already gotten past him. Jonji continues to charge up as he does, and there we go. Droid has dropped a little bit of salt in the wound with the bullets fired at the ground in his body. And this round is over. Elk can do nothing here but throw his hands up in the air and say, I surrender.
Well, if Elk can't save, then it's not going to hurt them too much. But the extra utility would not be unwanted for Team Rocket. Bad News Bears closing this gap slowly but surely right now. Took them to 7-1 before they actually started getting any momentum going, though, and that's better for Rocket than it was on Mirage. However, Inferno, I don't know if it's really CT-sided anymore, but right now, Rocket are making it look very CT-sided. Sonic's hunt will not bear fruit. Actually, never mind. It almost did. I forget the extra seconds on phase, and it's throwing me off. That extra time.
Just a little bit longer available to you, right? Not
Makes
much,
a difference.
but it can make a difference indeed. Didn't there. Sonic got the info, but not the frag. But the Bad News Bears, I mean, they've cut the lead down to only 3 rounds. It was 7-1. It was looking very one-sided, and the Bad News Bears have suddenly turned things around in such a significant way. I mean, Jonji activating has been important for them. He's gaining space very quickly on both sides of the map, which is what you want to see. And now he's on his home turf at the bottom of the banner. A little bit of spam here from Elk. Doesn't really connect with anything. Jonji, uh-oh. Util's coming in. He's down to 18 HP. His teammates trying to save him and come to his rescue. Molotov gets diffused by the smoke of R2D2, and Droid's going to wait behind the half wall. In the meantime, Nero is dealing with a flurry of utility. He is saved by Elk's nade that drops Nyx. Sonic around the corner, gets the immediate trade, falls back to his teammates. HP advantage lies in favor of Team Rocket, but no longer. Jonji, with very low health, gets 1 of the 2 more instantaneously, not to mention the no-scope from Umar. Elk, the last one standing, and he does manage a frag, but the bomb will be planted on the opposite side.
It's the individual starting to heat up for Bad News Bears, which spells bad news for Team Rocket. Elk is going to try and bail out. I don't believe he's been heard, and there was a hunt coming to Pincer actually from Sonic, but they're going to converge out towards T-Apps, and they think he's still on A. They think he's still on A. They've got enough time, but they're still sitting there. Cleared out the A site. They're not thinking he's gone to kitchen. This is a gamble that might have just saved Elk's life, and
Yeah.
he's gonna back into T-spawn by the time this is all said and done.
How does he slip through there? I don't know, but lucky for Elk, he is going to save the AWP. Team Rocket, I mean, the money's still not great, though. Nell could drop one. Droid can buy for himself. Nero can get an MP9. So I imagine they're going to buy up regardless. But a timeout needs to be called to talk things over because they need to do some creative accounting here. In the meantime, the Bad News Bears, they're soaring. 4 rounds in a row. Sonic's got an A1S that he picked up off the ground. The money's fantastic. 10K for Summy, 12K for Sonic, and everyone else at 5K or more on the rest of the squad. So they're feeling good. They could easily win out the remainder of the rounds here in this half with the way they've been playing. It just feels like I mentioned, Jonji's gaining that space. The supporting frags are coming through. Utility's been strong. Flashbangs as well. And it's just been too much for Rocket to deal with.
Yeah, Rocket have not been able to handle that space gaining by Jonji. Then the rest of the team is also showing up in spades. Nyx is heating up against Sonic's been good. Summy has had some good shots. Umar's no-scope a couple of rounds ago. And Rocket are just not being able to counter anything being thrown at them, quite literally or figuratively, by Bad News Bears. They're losing the fights, which is never a good thing. In fact, if you boil Counter-Strike down to its purest form, if you win your gunfights, you should win the game. And Umar destroys Nero by winning a raw gunfight. Sonic will fall to Aleph, but in comes Nyx for the trade. And Elk will level it out. Umar goes down. 3v3 lost. 9 left on the clock. And Jonji opens up B now as Nyx takes out Elk. The bomb is stuck down bottom mid.
I think they
grab it and take it A.
Just go back A. Yeah, because Droid's over at the B side. He does get Jonji. He might realize that it's going back to the A site at this point. So maybe the Bad News Bears go back and forth to B. I don't know. No, you already got A here more than likely. Might as well go for it. Plant the bomb. Droid going to be around the corner. Nyx is waiting for it with the op. Doesn't usually use it, but he's good for it. There's the shot. Round 1. 6th 1 for the Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears are 1 round away from tying this up. This was a 7-1 game, if the viewers at home remember that. It's 1 round away from being tied, 2 rounds away from being a half victory for the Bad News Bears. Going into a CT side, they should win, given the way they're playing right now. They've also got a Krieg, which you don't see that very often. Jonji's got the spray on the 1. It's a half buy, of course, from Rocket, as they don't want a full invest here. They want to have a buy for round 15. Ooh, even more damage being taken by R2, but he does get the kill on the Jonji all the same. Summy. Why?
That is just... Nero gonna take down Nyx, who's not watching the right angle here, and his teammates are left alone going around Arch side. They will be able to molly off here. Oh, yeah, it does. So molly not effective. They're able to slip through. Sonic still spams the smoke, connects onto Nero. They have 3 players left to deal with. But as I was saying, the SG just isn't as strong as it was before. It's more of a long-range rifle now. Close range, forget about it. It doesn't fire quickly enough. Let's see if R2-D2 can make it sing. No. Instant frag from Sonic, who swings around for his 3rd, looking for the quad kill now. As Alex pushes up and sprays down Umar to 20, but can't finish him off. And Sonic does indeed find the quad kill. The Bad News Bears have rallied back from a 7-1 deficit and tied this one up at 7. 15th and final round of play, and believe it or not, Austin, it will be as close as it gets going to second half. Who will get that edge? But this has been just absolutely wild, honestly, because we said it before when this map started. Neither team really had any momentum gained on Mirage. Was really back and forth. Here, Rocket starts off 7-1 with insane momentum, and then it shudders to a halt in round number 9, and the Bad News Bears now have taken complete control.
And they call a tactical timeout here. They want to make sure they're doing something different. Somebody bought a Krieg again.
I don't know why.
I disagree with this wholeheartedly, especially on Inferno.
Yeah,
Nuke,
I mean,
Overpass, maybe Anubis or Ancient, you could make it work.
Yeah, I'd say Nuke and Overpass for sure.
Oh, yeah. The long-range duels you can take with the Krieg on those 2 maps make it viable. Inferno is close quarters combat.
Look, Summy feels confident, Austin. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt here, right?
I gave him the benefit of the doubt last round.
He'll do it this time. He's got it. He's got it. He wants to prove you wrong.
I want to see it happen, because I used to love that gun back before it got
fun.
nerfed into the ground.
I'm sad. The fire rate makes it so just terrible to play with.
It really does. It's like shooting a lever action.
Exactly. Bring it back to the same environment. Oh my goodness. Umar gets 2 and Janji finds the AK shot onto Droid. I think Rocket are wishing this was back to the early moments of Inferno. R2D to the last one, standing nade, sails out Molotov over into the B side. He tries to come out and does win the fight against Summy, but the bomb's being planted over at the A side. Look who's hunting, Nyx, who's already got 10, looking for his 11th frag. Eventually R2D has to come around the corner. He does, and Nyx finishes him off 8-7 as we head to the halftime break.
There's fire in the atmosphere, moving in synergy. This electricity, the power of the pioneers, tearing through history. This is our destiny.
And welcome back. Second half. Bad News Bears, Rocket. And the Bad News Bears have won 7 rounds in a row, and they're looking to make it 8 here on the pistol round. A pistol round that they could not find in the first half. But, I think Team Rocket have taken almost all of them.
They have. Every single one.
Yeah.
And how many maps do they have to show for it?
None.
And do they have the lead to show for it?
No.
And it's kind of like last night, John, where we had M80 losing
Yes.
every single pistol round, and then they still won everything. So,
Yeah, I think a little more decisively, of course, but
yes.
still. Bad News Bears are waiting patiently. It's actually the worst possible situation for them because almost all 5 players are coming from Team Rocket towards the B site. One is lurking. That is Elk. He could catch off someone, and he does. There's one. Can he get the second? Man, he's dealing with 3 players at once, and he still gets the frag and barely takes damage. Oh my goodness, the work this man is putting on. The first fire clock kill as well. Is somebody going to go down? No, but that's embarrassing for the Bad News Bears. Elk just making them look foolish. And Summy is going to just try to get back into this bomb site. I don't know. I don't think it's possible at this point.
I concur. I don't think it's oh my gosh, somebody just checks top middle. He gets pushed down by Droid in the meantime, and I think somebody's content to save. The kid here does not seem to have any mind at all to go for this, and a little concerning that, Joe. Okay, there's a nice another shot, but it doesn't mean anything in the end, no.
That was just a clinic put on from Elk, but the Bad News Bears just so preoccupied with dealing with him that they just committed 4 people to try and take him out, and they couldn't frag him. It's unacceptable, I would say, but either way, let's not harp on it too much. Just pistol round. Crazy things happen. They can put that one behind them. The round win streak ends at 7. Rocket do indeed find the pistol round. That said, the Bad News Bears will force up here. It's going to be 2 Scouts, the MP9, P250, and a Deagle. And Sonic connects onto Nero, tags him down to 31. That will help.
If Bad News Bears strike back and win this, then it's going to be a very interesting finish to this map. We'll see if the Scouts can do it. The Deagle, the MP9. The kit on Summy does make a retake somewhat viable, but definitely not ideal. Rocket are killing a lot of time, and that's where these meager buys really start to become stronger, is when the time burns low, and 1 kill can completely end the take. In comes the Deagle swing from Umar, rather. Does 0. Just a little bit of chip damage. The Scout from Summy doesn't connect. Ooh, that one doesn't go where it needs to. Not even that one. Shake of the head, and down he goes. Sonic, it's USP in hand to get the first kill. Has the Scout out for the no-scope, mowed down by Aleph. John G and Nix over on B should save here. No real chance to get this one done. Rocket with a lead as they started the first half. How long will it continue in the second? Most likely a 10-8 scoreline before Bad News Bears can buy up again.
Yep, Bad News Bears going to be forced to sell for whatever they've got in their hands here. And likely won't invest heavily into this next round. Bomb's going to explode. Nix and Janji looking to hang on to what they've got. Doubt we'll see much of a chase from Rocket. I mean, yes, you see Nero here with the Mac 10, 31 HP. Not a big deal if he loses that. He will, as Janji takes him down from range. They'll do it. 1 round lead regained by Team Rocket. Bad News Bears, as mentioned. Not going to have much in this round. They got to stack. They got to gamble here.
Gamble A or gamble B? It's a big question. It's a big gamble. 50-50 odds, of course, that's only raw statistics. It doesn't take into account the human variable. Ace? No, they're going 3-2, John. They're not going to gamble. They're just going to play pretty standard Inferno setup. 3A, 2B. A little bit of utility raining down to counter the banana molly. Elk looking for a push out apartments. But B&B are essentially playing this round as if they had full buy.
Interesting.
I
They
don't
have a
know
lot
how
of
I like
faith.
that.
I mean, they have the MP9, which I guess can give them a little more confidence holding down the B site with 2 players. I don't know. I would have liked to see a stack.
Same.
I'm of the same mind, but we'll have to see how this pans out. Maybe they've got something in mind. Maybe they know something we don't. Flower Pot's boost is here. Jonji has the smoke. He's going to toss it immediately as soon as he sees someone. There's the spot. There's the throw. And a nade in return. So Jonji goes down to 36 and eventually gets spammed down through the smoke by Nero, leaving Nyx by his lonesome. Reinforcements will arrive very shortly. That's going to be Umar with the 5-7. He's going to need to hightail it over because Rocket are going full onto this B site. I mean, the MP9 could churn through them if they don't clear it. Smoke is there. They don't clear it, but finally, after that frag comes through, they look around, they get him. So, Umar picks up the MP9. They fake the plant because they're not sure where the remaining players are. And still, the Bad News Bears could surprise us here. Couple of nades, but the players aren't low, so even if those nades connect with the bodies, at most they'll take out one.
Yeah, it's not an ideal retake. That's a chunky one on De Niro, and he goes down, but that's only 1 kill. Sonic at a 1v3 now. Can't really do much. Knows Alice around the corner, but that MAC-10 will shred the unarmored player. Does Sonic even try and get out of this alive? I think he's just going to try and be a human Dozianid and do what he can to make sure these players die. And I don't think he did enough. We should be seeing all remaining 3 surviving here for Rocket. And for Bad News Bears, they can buy up now. Nyx will get an op. No. He goes rifle? For the extra utility, presumably, but
Yeah.
that op could mean so much more.
Would have liked to see the op in Umar's hands. But still, much stronger buy than they had in the previous round, of course, since they didn't have the ability to purchase anything. So we'll see how it plays out. Sonic going to toss that nade immediately right down the middle. Doesn't connect for any damage at all. And it's going to have to be a smoke thrown out by R2D2 because he was trapped in a corner. Doesn't take any damage, though. And in fact, that is the first damage done. Double nade, I believe, as Jonji takes down R2D2. He was dodging the Molotov, used the smoke, but in the end, he falls by the wayside before even getting a chance to fire off a shot. Droid pushed up to the half wall. The Bad News Bears trying to recover. Live on a 9th, and oh my goodness, Droid gets flashbang, but before he did, he saw Nyx and took him down. Spot. Better damage. Did he get the frag? Well, no, because Umar's going to back off. Somebody receives that nade, but he had full health. Nice adjustment there from the Bad News Bears to ensure that the damage doesn't get worse, but it's even numbers, and HP-wise, Rocket have gained the edge.
They have an edge, but they still have to claim a site. 2 full HP players, Sonic and Jonji. Probably the least favored site to take right now if you are Rocket, is running into B. That split's going to be heard. Surely they know. Surely it's been calmed. Molotov, Sonic going back to watch Speedway. Umar coming through as well. Down goes the first. Sonic takes down Elk. The split removed and 2 remaining. Jonji up in first oranges, pushed out of position, but Sonic can still get 1 more. Time ticking lower and lower. 10 seconds left as the bomb goes down. Droid at least securing the money. Sonic spraying through the coffins. Puts Droid in 1. And Bad News Bears keep 3 alive and get this one back.
Wow. Yeah, that's a really good recovery, especially considering the damage they had taken. Umar escaping with his life. You see how valuable that is, right? Even if you're only at 10 HP, it matters that you're alive and you keep the numbers even. As he traded spots with his teammate in the apartments to ensure that a nade wouldn't have finished him off, and it would have had he hung around too long. After that, the Bad News Bears defend the B site perfectly, and they get a 9th on the board. Now they're again 1 round away, tying things up, and this is starting to look more like the second half of Mirage, right? With the back and forth. Neither team able to really hang on to that momentum. But that could definitely change here if Team Rocket come out and get an 11 to shut down the Bad News Bears. Oh no, again, R2D2 stuck here in the corner, has to use his smoke to defuse the Molotov, and if the same sequence comes through, he could find himself dead on the ground from the nades. This time, though, it doesn't. And he's probably pretty happy about that. Rocket are spread out here playing defaults, hoping for pushes to come through from the Bad News Bears. They're not going to. BNB playing exceptionally passively. They want the fight to come to them.
They don't have a lot of utility left, so they do have to let that fight come to them at this point. One molly, two smokes for stalls, a couple of HEs, and that's definitely a far cry from what you want at this stage of the round. Although Rocket don't have a lot, and that nade does a ton of damage. Great chuck by Jonji. As the players up banana, get ready to push on through. Smoke towards top banana. They're already on through it. Jonji swings, though, catches the timing on Droid. Man advantage to the Bad News Bears as in goes Jonji for more. Delayed reaction on the second, but he still capitalizes on R2D2. Traded out by Nero, but it's a 2-for-1. Nick sitting back in dark. Sonic coming through CT. Flash goes high. Nix will peek with it, but he does get bailed out by Sonic and takes down Elk before Nix can fall. Who finishes off the next so much onto Aleph. Bomb being planted, but a 1v3 again for the young one. And Umar makes it not to be tie ball game. And again, 3 survive for the Bad News Bears. Same 3 as well.
Very similar outcome to that previous round, right? It's almost like exact same round played over again at the end of it, right, with all 3 players kind of pincering in on the bomb planter. The bomb goes down at Coffins, and then the player gets dropped. So well done from the Bad News Bears. 10-10, all tied up. 3 AKs picked up off the ground. That's fantastic for a CT side. I'm sure an op's going to come through eventually. It's not here in this round. I believe they had enough money to get it, but they chose not to. They want to keep running it with the rifles, and I say, why not? It's been working for them, and given the fact that Rocket are going to come in on an eco here, it's probably a pretty good call. Jonji gets taken down to 54 by 1 nade. Nero does have the hero AK that's been purchased up. This is something that Nero likes to do. We'll see if it works out for him. Elk pushing up towards this A site. Still a lot of time on the clock here. That nade, lands at the feet of Elk, and it hurts.
Yeah, that one's a bit painful. Didn't have any armor, less than the fragments there, and Nix will pick up a pair. Elk gets finished off in the end. Aleph goes down as well. Rotation to B, and there's a problem, John. There's nobody on the B site for the Bad News Bears.
Oh no. How does this happen?
An overzealous rotation and a complete and total misread of the situation.
I mean, it's crazy too, because they have no reason to think that the A site would be the absolute hit because of how often Rocket have gone to B. It's the 3rd round in a row they've done so. I mean, they have the numbers. They should still be okay, probably. Here come the smokes, the Molotovs, the flashbangs, all the units are going to sail on forward. Summy is going to take down one right after Umar gets destroyed. There's only R2D2 left, and no longer. Summy gets the 2K. That'll do it. 11th round found. Still, Jonji having a little bit of fun there. But what I was going to say was still, having no one left on that B site was kind of strange. Didn't have to happen that way. And you surrender the bomb plant, which means a boost to the economy of Rocket heading into this round.
Yeah, that bomb plant's critical for Rocket to be able to get some extra utility in here. AKs across the board, maybe even an op if they wanted to, which they don't, given the fact that it is Inferno. But Bad News Bears happy enough with the round victory, although, again, it could have been a lot better if they don't let the bomb go down. At least leave one person on B. Maybe they didn't want the one person to die and give the gun over, but...
Nah, it was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. Whew, but it's okay. It happens. It worked at the end of the day. Jonji gonna get one through the panel there onto R2D. 5v4 in favor of the Bad News Bears. Jonji tossing that smoke down banana. And eventually he's gonna inch his way forward. can't stop it forever. You can't hold Jonji back on a leash for the entirety of this second half. Eventually, he's going to push up. There he goes. Oh, what a piece of Sonic onto Aleph. And he almost gets the second one. But Nero's a little quick on the trigger finger. And then Droid takes down Jonji, who pushed up a little bit too far, not expecting a player to be at the bottom of ramp. Numbers even, and a pincer on B is the right call from Rocket because it's only Nyx left there over at Logs. The question is, does Nyx win the fight against what will inevitably be a push from a Droid, or does he go down and give the edge to Rocket? Because the rotations have to come in, and no one is going to be towards CT for a little while. This is the critical fight right here. Droid's hard clearing it. There we go. Nyx goes down. 3v2 advantage, and now they have the edge.
That was well read by Droid. Saw it all the way through. Wanted to make sure he didn't bring his team to a disadvantage. And now he might even get a second, which he will. Umar walks right into the crosshair. That's 3 on the round total for Droid. And Summy should have no business going for this. Should be saving. Should not be attempting this 1v3.
I mean, they have money. He could try.
But it's not ideal. Sonic's 800. Oh, what?
You sure? You sure about that, Austin?
Why are they
Duke
fighting?
comes through. I don't know. I think they're waiting. It's just good shots from Summy, but oh no, he looks the wrong way. Double takes, and Nero drops him. 2K for Nero, almost around. Lost there from Rocket, thanks to a bold peek from Summy at the top of Banana that wasn't really expected. That's how you sometimes get those round victories, right? You subvert expectations. Rocket were too comfortable in their spots, and Summy took advantage of that. So, yes, they win the round, but they only have one player left standing, so their economy takes a huge hit. And on the other side, the Bad News Bears can easily absorb that. They had tons of money built up. 3 A1Ss, the A4, and the AWP come through. Jonji pushing up aggressively. He wants this banana control very early, and he's got the support behind him to ensure it happens. Now that he's gone up there, he says, okay, I'll leave it to you guys. I'm going to go back to the A site to help those guys out should they need it. And in fact, there will be 2 players going back. Nyx joins him in that journey. The only one left over at Banana is Umar with the AWP, and he'll be ahead of the smoke that was tossed. So that's a really good position for him to be holding right now.
Molly for Mailbox and Logs, too. They're pushing in. Umar backs behind the smoke, tosses in his own Molotov down towards bottom Banana. And Ryu presses towards the car. It's expected by Droid, though that's way too telegraphed there. And that's the opening they needed. It's a sprint to B, and, well, where's the B players for Bad News Bears? Already dead. Wide open bomb site. Bomb going down. 12 to 11, very likely here. And as Aleph has the op in hand, holding down that rotation, it's going to be even more likely for the T side to pick this one up here. Aleph, if he gets one more, this is going to pretty much torpedo the whole entire round for Bad News Bears. And even now, their money cannot absorb another reinvestment. So it's either you save here.
Oh.
That was not supposed to do that.
No, that looked like his mouse just hit his keyboard or something. He was trying to set up Nyx for a peek around Banana, and everything went crazy. So, no, that's not happening. Summy could get some exit frags here. That's more than one. There's the first and not the second. Nero gets the immediate trade, and that'll be that, even though Nero took a lot of damage. And it will be a 12 to 11 lead for Team Rocket. Back and forth we go. The 2 rifles are indeed saved through to this next round, and I wouldn't be surprised if they forced up here because Summy has 4.4k. He can get a rifle. Umar and Jonji, maybe they can do some creative accounting and get rifles of their own, so it shouldn't be too bad. Maybe 1 SMG. Yeah, there we go. 1 SMG comes through, 4 A1Ss, and some utility to work with. This isn't that bad of a buy considering the circumstances for the Bad News Bears. 1:52 on the clock, round number 24, and it feels like we're going to go the distance again here.
Almost even Molotov exchanges, but it does have the same feel as Mirage, doesn't it? And what is Inferno known for? I kind of spoiled it there, but Inferno's known for overtime. So, if we were to get another long one, this is one of the best maps for it, although I will say Ancient has some very good overtime games. So, don't have Ancient in this one, but Inferno, far from being over. Good default again from Rocket.
Yeah, indeed, and definitely a classic for overtimes, no question. Ancient as well is starting to become one. Very fun to watch when it gets to those OT rounds. Nero peeks around the corner, spots out a player in pit. Nade is going to come right on back, and Elk not that close to it, still takes 25 damage. Sonic waiting over in Moto, and nothing doing. Nero hard clearing that. 5v4 edge, and they can pincer to the B site. I don't know if Jonji's ready for this. Oh my goodness, he's going to be overloaded. He's looking both ways. Yeah, not even a frag going to come through there. Look at Nyx. He's probably shaking in his boots. All 5 players barreling down in his direction. He does get one. That's the bomb. Drop's going to get a second.
No.
Yes, Nyx, no third. Nero, again, strikes. Umar and Summy are trying to rotate back in before this bomb is planted. The smoke is going to help, and there's the bomb plant coming through.
That's just incredible work from Nyx, bringing this to a winnable situation. Summy in a 1v2 has to do it all, and now he saves. No kit, no utility. I can see it. Oh, this is getting dangerous for Bad News Bears here. Rocket, 3 away from shipping us off to Overpass.
Yeah,
That's, I think, where things really open up, too.
I would agree. I mean, Overpass is very much a toss-up. Rocket played it once, won 16-12 over the last 3 months, that is. And 3 times for the Bad News Bears, 2-1 record and a +4 round differential. They did just beat 7 a.m. on Overpass. The thing is, different roster, right? It's not Nyx and Summy there. It was the full-on Steel, Boo, Jonji, Sonic, Umar roster.
And that is an advanced 7 a.m. as well.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Well, we'll have to wait and see. When they played Mythic in ECL, it was a 5-16 loss on the pass. Let's hope that if they get there, history doesn't repeat itself. Of course, they don't want to get there. They want to win 5 in a row and end this on Inferno. Elk
At least 5 in the
along
next
with
6.
R2D2. They want to ensure that map 3 comes through, right?
Ooh, that's
what a shot.
disgusting. And now they're going to push into the meat grinder. Elk's got all 3. And B, of course, is open. The bomb will be gathered. Rocket will move within 2. Elk will not get the ace. Summy denies, but surely Summy saves. That AK is going to be way more valuable than an exit frag here or there.
Yeah, no. He's not going to go for it this time. Last time, I can see the reasoning. This time, no. You need the AK. Down 14-11. You're going to have to win the remaining rounds to secure this in regulation. And the AK will help, without a doubt.
I want to see a timeout here from B&B. They need to talk this over because this defense is full of holes. It's not going to win you a game. This needs to be patched fast. And I think a big problem is the fact that Umar's had next to no impact this game. The op has been silent.
But yeah, also he hasn't had the op all the time, right? They were running the rifles a lot, and then they couldn't really afford the op that much. There it is now, at the very least. So we'll see what he can do. And not to mention, it's not just one op; it's 2 double op coming through. Jonji on the secondary, which isn't the usual situation. Usually it's Sonic, but Sonic wants to run the rifle here. We'll see how this one pans out. Does not really play into Jonji's style of being super aggressive, so he's going to have his feet planted for once. Umar, around, sees the gun and can't take down Nero. Oh goodness, the AK shot is perfect. 1 op is lost. Sonic, luckily for the Bad News Bears, gets that trade, because if not, I mean, Rocket's just going to, again, come charging in and overwhelm this A site. Aleph, turn around. Sonic spotted him. I don't think he realized he spotted him and said, wait a second, I just saw him. I gotta go look back there and make sure that he doesn't come through those apps. Rocket, still 2 players coming up, 1 lurking towards the B site. extremely lethal. Summy does a lot of damage, but can't seal the deal there. Sonic making sure that Nero goes down, and he gets the follow-up. There's the 3v2. Sonic doing it all by himself. He's on for 4, maybe the ace. Can he do it? Yes! Sonic with the ace here, with the A1S. 12th round secured on his back. Well done.
He wanted the rifle, John. I think we know why he wanted the rifle.
Yeah.
That's a huge ace from Sonic. It saves his team from going down 15-11. It keeps Rocket off of map point. It keeps Bad News Bears on a gun round. It also puts Rocket on the brink of a reset if they lose this one, which can tie it up at 14 all potentially. Absolutely critical juncture for Bad News Bears to find some life. Umar, can he find success with the big green gun? He struggled. He takes the peek. Jonji doing his thing. Down banana. There's the opening for Bad News Bears. And Umar's still sticking around. No, Umar's retreated back far to corner. Wants no business of these peaks. Jonji, of course, he's no stranger to the aggressive life. He'll take it. And now Rocket in a bit of an awkward spot, looking for an entry back into it. But it's a good passive hold from the Bad News Bears with about a minute 05 to go.
Well, Sonic's going to take down ALF. He continues his hot form. Ooh, that was rough from Summy, but Nyx is going to ensure that a trade comes through, and Sonic finishes off with Summy. Started on the health. There's the 2K for him. Droid, the last one standing, who does manage to do some parting damage on Jonji, but he doesn't have the bomb on his back, and he's trapped. I mean, he knows that the Bad News Bears have probably realized the bomb is down towards alt mid at this point. So it's going to be a tough task for him to rotate back and retrieve it. 35 seconds left. Hear his footsteps. He spots out a player and actually wallbangs Sonic. 29 seconds, though. He's got to hightail it to a bomb site. He knows this, and he could get himself a 1v1. Umar, waiting on bomb site B. Nyx on A. He thinks Nyx will hit, though, and that's the mistake. Nyx over on balcony, well positioned there in this situation, and he will end the round. 13 found for the Bad News Bears. If they get one more, we again have a guaranteed 30 coming through here in map number 2.
No, it's a likely guaranteed 30, given the fact it's going to be mostly Glocks on Rocket. Tech 9, P250, Deagle, Glock and Glock. No, P250 late purchase for Droid. Double flashbangs, though, does give him something else to work with. Jordan Nero definitely pulling their weight. Aleph actually having a significantly better game than he did on Mirage. And Jonji goes fighting, and he gets punished by the very same Aleph. That's a very good start for Rocket, but can they, look at this map control down banana, can they counter this? Will Nyx even expect the player in towards under? This is an awkward fight. Nyx, look at your feet, buddy!
Oh no!
How?
Nyx! He's not looking the right way. Sonic takes down Droid, but this is a 4v2. There are guns on the ground. Recovered by R2-D2 is the A4. Nero gets the A1S. They're going to hightail it towards the B site, and the Bad News Bears are gambling on the wrong side. Oh, no, Sonic. I get it. I get it. He's 7 HP. They've got to lean towards one side, and that side is A, and at this point, they're going to be on the save. I can't imagine them going for this.
No, they have to save. I think that was the call. Sonic, get out of there.
No way. No way. No way. That was pistols. Slightly upgraded pistols. They could not have played that in a more... I want to say that they couldn't have played that poor. Really. I mean, you're charging up towards mid. You got a player coming up from underpass or waiting underpass, and you're not checking underpass at all. You could have spotted at the feet. You would have had the advantage, and then you go down. The rest of your team is, in the meantime, making mistakes as well, getting too aggressive, and it's a 15th round for Rocket that should have been a 14th for the Bad News Bears. It's simple as that.
Oh boy. And now Rocket lose 2 people to the bomb. Oh, this is something else. Bad News Bears living up to their name right now. Oh boy, that was a very awkward round. And Rocket are going to be thanking their lucky stars for that. They just sat, waited for the push, How do you not clear under there?
I just, yeah, that.
The feet show from that angle. Oh, boy. And a technical pause to follow it all up. Jeez. John.
Yeah.
That's a timeout, surely, right? Like a tactical timeout when this returns. It's got to be a timeout.
Yeah, there's I think it's a tech pause. I think something happened. Maybe that's why they lost the round. I don't know. Could be
No.
something went horribly wrong, but I don't think so. That was just unfortunately for them not played well in that round. They should have been more patient. They were doing a great job of the patient play leading up to that point, and then they decided to just go aggressive in a round where they had to know that Rocket were limited economically, and Rocket's playing defaults, waiting for the pushes, and it all works out in their favor. Anyway, NACS maybe having me tilted a little bit here, but we'll calm down. Cooler heads prevail. 29th round coming up. Still could go to overtime.
And look at the money for both
get 2 in a
sides.
row. Yeah, I mean, you feel like if the Bad News Bears win this round, that overtime might happen. But let's not say that. Literally, let's not say that, because they should have won that previous round, and there was no money available for Rockets. So nothing's a guarantee in this map, guys, basically.
Expect the unexpected, which at that point becomes the expected, so expect the expected.
Jeez.
That's always been my problem with expect the unexpected, because at that point it no longer is. Holy moly, Umar just gets destroyed. Sonic with the trade. But again, Bad News Bears losing that opening fight down middle. Umar's had zero success taking the op down mid. But of course, Sonic has picked up the big green gun. He's very good with it. He's up towards 30 bomb right now at 28. Look at this banana aggression here from Jonji and Nyx. This is the kind of banana aggression that can work out for him. Jonji with one, back away, stay alive. Sonic capitalizes on the mid-peak. And now, things are looking good for the Bad News Bears.
Indeed. 4v2. Perhaps too good. Rocket. Trying to put a dent in that defensive armor they already have with Sonic and Jonji down to only 56 HP combined. Sonic, oh no! Molotov coming in, that's going to flush out Summy. And he will go down to A left. That's so well played by Rocket. They have control of the A site. Sonic is all the way towards Arch side, and he can't get back in. The smoke is thrown. The Molotov over at lane. Reinforcements are going to come. Do they have flashes? No. They only have a decoy and a nade. The nade, it's tossed. It connects on a Nero, but it can't finish him off. Bad News Bears have to go for this, obviously. No choice. They lose. The map is over. Jonji charges up. Sonic behind him. A great spot. He gets one. Looking for the follow-up as well. And he finds it's actually Nero. Sonic, the lowest HP player, is the only one left, and that'll do it. Nero, the 2K. Rocket, 16. Bad News Bears, 13. We are headed to a map number 3, Austin.
Map number 3, because of the most unlikely situations going the way of Rocket. Sonic almost